What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Order, and today I am joined by
Sync.
We got Sync from OES. OES Sync in the house. Today, guys, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a zoomed out scope effect like you saw in the preview. You got some wine ski.
Yes, sir.
We're sipping,
cheers,
we're
bro.
chilling. Cheers. So we got the clips here. They'll be in the description down below, right below the subscribe button. So don't miss out. Now, what I'm going to be doing for this edit, guys, is I'm just going to be importing... Wait, where's the world POV? The world POV is not even here. Bro, we don't even have a POV.
Here's the POV.
Whoa, I got it. Yeah, this is the right one. All right, guys, so I'm just going to be importing all the clips, getting them ready. I got the world clip here. These clips are 500 FPS. So this tutorial, guys, I'm going to show you how when you zoom in, you can have a sick transition. So first, let's just pre-compose this because this is nasty. You got to slide this here, call it frag 1. Boom. Now I'm editing this in 24 FPS. Basically, all you want to do is have a composition, and you could use any clip. You could even use like Valorant or Overwatch or GTA. You could do this on any game.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a single frame just for the scope, right? Because I'm weird like that. Now, you don't want to have it zoom out. So you want them to zoom in, you're going to have a frame, and then you want to have any clip. It could be a cinematic of like McDonald's. It don't matter. You could do anything. Let's just grab, I guess, Dev 5. All right, let's slap this here. We're going to pre-compose this. I'm going to just call this F1C1 for frag 1, cine 1. Now I'm just going to do something like right here, right? We're just going to do some basic velo, right? I'm pretty tired. I've been up all day, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this velo. I'm just going to
press I and O to teleport to the first end frames of the clip to like quick keyframes.
Dude, I did not know that.
If you, yeah, dude. Yeah, check that out.
I know B and N.
Yeah, B and N is for trimming, but
B and N
so
is,
you can just
yeah.
like, if you're on keyframe like in the beginning, and you just press B, then you just click that and click on that button again.
Yeah.
Instant.
All right. I'll have it on screen, guys. I and O. Switch between them, right? So I'm going to just delete this end keyframe here. I'm going to delete this one here. Normally, I would use Twixtor because I like the way Twixtor looks more. It just has a certain distinct feel. But because we don't have much time and I got to get to bed soon, we're going to do timer map.
Yeah.
The classic.
I'm a Twixtor hater, I'm not going to lie.
I love Twixtor.
I'm a Twixtor hater, bro.
No, Twixtor is
Twixtor's
crazy.
some AMV shit, man.
No, but Twixtor just looks better.
And you have to do the speed ramping too. Oh, that.
Here, I'm gonna slow this down because you guys have no clue what you're looking at. So let's just do some basic timer map here. All I did was just make it go fast at first, slow down, and then fast again.
That middle point that he put off to the edge is like the focal point. So that middle keyframe is kind of where it's going to be slow. So whenever you select that point, make sure it's like the point you're comfortable with being like the most in frame.
Exactly. So basically, yeah, the flatter it is, the less movement there's going to be. So I'm just going to grab this clip right here, and we're going to have this be the scope part, right? I don't want to have the clip from getting shot, so I'm going to add a keyframe there and one there. We're going to make this go on just a little bit longer, and then we're going to have it transition into Joe Schmo over here, because that's what he likes to do. He likes to run. We're going to slap that on, and now you're just going to want to get a scope. You can make a scope in After Effects. I'm going to show you guys a cheap way to make a scope. You slap on an adjustment layer, you add S vignette. You want to make this right here 1, so it's a square. Why am I talking like these guys don't know how to edit? Anyway, you just basically lower the softness, add a radius, and then you make a solid, and then you add a grid. That's the lame scope, right? But we're not lame, guys. We're pretty good here. So we're gonna do something a little bit more sophisticated. Let me just slap over here. What if I like leak something really important? Anyway, I have a scope folder somewhere here. I don't have scopes, bro.
You gotta do it
Maybe I do have to do it the Vignette way. Sorry about that, guys. We're just gonna get a PNG of a scope on Google, see what we can find. Any scope will work, right? You could do the vignette method that I just taught you, or you could just be lazy. What the f? These are not scopes, man. Oh, I gotta type scope overlay, huh? Ooh, these are actually kind of cool. Let's do like a really stupid, like, ooh.
That one right there.
This one goes hard, huh? That's like actually a COD 4 scope.
Yeah, it's COD 4 scope.
Dude, this is crazy. We're actually teaching. This is fun. I forgot how lit this was. Okay, so we're just gonna make this scope. What the f? It's not even centered. Anyway, this is another pro tip, guys. See, the crosshair is not centered. So if we like animate this, it's gonna be really f***ed up. Like if you scale it, it's not gonna come from the middle. You hold down Y, or if you press Y, you can select your... My mouse died. You see this right here? You could switch here. Or you could press Y, and then boom, you can move the anchor point. And now you can scale, and it's gonna actually be like normal. What I like to do is I like to get it here. We're gonna center this by using the align. If you don't have a line, you just go to window, boom, align. And then you can align. And don't do lines. So we're gonna get this here, right? We don't want it to scope in like that. We want it to look cool. So we're gonna slap this above the next layer. We do this here, scope. And then we want it to have it go crazy. So I'm just gonna add a scale keyframe right before it. I'm gonna go to the end. I'm gonna have it zoom in, right? And then I'm gonna select both of these and press F9. Once we do that, we get all the fun right here. So I'm gonna drag this here. I'm gonna drag this here too. Have it go up. Maybe I'll move it back another frame just so it's a little, bro, I don't know what the f.
I think you gotta move that middle keyframe more to the right. Like the second keyframe that you had, that works too.
Maybe
That works too.
Okay.
All you gotta do is move the keyframe since you want to like further back, so that the speed up point is like actually where you want it.
Yeah. Like that.
So that it should like, and there you go. And then I think
That's clean.
I would make it a little bit tighter, low key. Some shit like that. Like that.
Tighter.
Yeah.
I like tight. So yeah, you just want to have your scope here, and you want to do exactly what he just did. You add a scale there. And you kind of want it to be a little bit before, so it starts moving like that. And then what I like to do...
The steepest angle's got to be at the point of like where you want it to change the most.
Yeah, that's a transition essentially. What I like to do is once you have the scope fully framed, you can just add an opacity keyframe by pressing T on your keyboard. Add a keyframe there at 100, add one there at 0. And boom. Now it's looking good, but that's not good enough. We need some blur. You could use camera lens blur. You could use Gaussian blur. I like bokeh by CrossFit. I know we're good. So we're just gonna want to blur it a little bit, slide it there. And we want to do the same thing like this. Yes. Okay. Let's see how this looks. I think that's too much blur, way too much. Which, I mean, it's realistic. That's usually how it is when you're blurred that close to something like IRL. Okay, let's see how this looks.
Better.
Then boom, that's how you do the effect. You're pretty much done. You could click off the vid and unsub, but we want to make this more fun, right? So we got some up our sleeve. What I like to do too, I'm gonna make a new adjustment layer by holding Control-Shift-Y. Let's Control-Alt-Y.
Control-Alt-Y. Control-Shift-D to split like he's splitting, by the way.
And then we're gonna add a radial blur. Now I switch it to zoom, and then I add a zoom because why not? And then you add an amount, make it 0. Then you go here, make that, I don't know, whatever I put it as. And you just F9 this shit again. I usually keep it like this. I just go here, boom, and boom. You got the transition. That's how you do it. I like to add some type of curves, you know. You go here. You know, like when you like step into like, you've been in your room all day like a vampire and you go outside. That's the effect I get when I look at scopes. So we're just gonna reset this shit. Actually, I could have done opacity, but who cares? Bro, our house is tripping. All right, Sync's taking over, guys.
Just because, like, the nature of the scope and how it's, like, scaling up as it goes in, you want to, like, match it with the underlying clip. I'm pressing S to open up the scale, and then just two keyframes.
Frames.
Yeah, just ease them.
Yeah, F9.
F9,
or
easy,
you could do that.
Yeah, I was just... Oh yeah, so if you move around, you can hold shift to lock it to the x-axis to just drag it. That's a good shout. You see that? Now it kind of scales with the slightly like that. There you go.
And that's how you do it, guys.
Look at that shit.
That's pretty much the whole tutorial.
Oh my.
One last thing, actually. You could also do this too, right? I like to do this as well. You could have it come in the exact same way.
Yeah.
This is what I call the Maniac way, because that's what Maniac did. I miss Maniac, bro. So like that, see? Boom.
Fade this keyframe because it already goes in and it's just it's constant right there. If you want to keep the flow going, you can just delete it and just drag this like here.
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
So then it's just going to flow a lot. Wait,
that's a scale.
There you go.
Oh, you're doing scale?
Yeah.
I thought you were doing opacity. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Boom, that's a cool
then,
scope.
Yeah,
that's how you guys do it. That's the coolest scope I've ever seen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy it, please subscribe. Like and comment. Let me know what I should cook up next. I'll be with Sync, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, cheers to the future.
Peace, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa.